And I just got a blitz topic that I want to speak on with what we got going on today. You know, we just had another senseless murder by the law enforcement in Minnesota. And that young man's name is George Floyd.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning
And he's from Houston, Texas. He ended up moving to Minneapolis to start his life over. If a lot of y'all don't know Steven Jackson, he's also from Houston, Texas. They played sports together at Houston Jack Yates, I believe it is. And he was a close friend. They damn near look alike. They called each other twins. They grew up together.
That's his twin brother, right?
Not his real brother, just a close friend of the family. But
okay, but they look
exactly alike. Yeah. And Mr. George Floyd died on May the 25th. It was a senseless killing. It was really by one police officer, but 4 police officers was on the scene, and they all 4 have since been fired and have been charged with, I don't know if it's going to be manslaughter or murder or whatever the case may be, but Mr. Steven Jackson himself flew out to Minnesota and he said he wasn't going to let this ride. And right now they was riding in Minneapolis. I'm not all for that, but like have we said on previous shows that it's time for us to start stepping up, people. We had innocent people that were standing up watching what's going on. You know, they was recording it and stuff like that. And I know in a time like that, it's hard to call the police when you already got the police on scene and they the ones that's committing the crime.
Correct.
And hey, it's been a lot, man. But you know, we had Breonna Taylor. She died on March the 13th. She was shot 8 times by a no-knock warrant. So they're trying to change that in Louisville, Kentucky. Then we had Ahmaud Arbery. Everybody know about that. That was most recent. Died on February the 23rd. But my thing is, I'm still trying to figure out, why did we hear about a murder that happened in February in May? But hey, that's another thing.
I mean, that's when it was leaked.
That's when it was leaked, yeah. So we got that. And then, hey, and you know, I know the people are riding in Minnesota, and you know, I'm not for that. It's other ways that we can protest. But I guess, you know, as the African American community and nation, we are getting tired. And it started with the Trayvon Martin. I'm pretty sure there's more killings before that. But I said this before, and a lot of people probably be mad at me about what I'm gonna say again. Even though this guy ended up killing Trayvon Martin, yes, we was mad, but nothing ever happened to him. He didn't do no prison time. He went to jail, got out. People were saying that, even rappers were talking about, oh, he's going to get green lighted and all of that. And this dude's still walking around enjoying himself and enjoying life. Now, I'm not promoting murder. I'm not promoting. Yeah, and I'm not promoting murder, and I'm not promoting no hits. But my thing is, the African American community are getting tired of it, these senseless murders, and we're just like prey being hunted upon by our own law enforcement. And not all police officers are bad, but the ones that do senseless crimes like this, it makes a lot of the law enforcement look bad. Ms. Mina the Diva?
I agree, but at this point, I'm like this. We need to come together at some point. I'm not for the protesting and this and that. I'm a firm believer. I posted it on my page in the eye for eye, tooth for tooth type justice. I like street justice. So God forbid something happens to my 3 black sons. I don't know if I could say this on live radio, but I'm taking everybody with me. And that's I'm so serious about it.
And we just had one of our viewer and listeners on our YouTube page. He was saying, do you think somebody should have stepped in and did something?
Well, somebody did step in and do something. You had a couple people walk up and say, "Get off of them." You had
that's what I'm saying. They recorded and they said that, but I'm thinking it's going to get to the point where it's not just going to be verbal. It's going to start being retaliation.
Somebody's going to have to sacrifice their life for the next.
And then my other issue was when the paramedics came on the scene. One paramedic went and took to see if the guy had a pulse and just walked off. In my opinion, that's when that paramedic should have told the officer, "You need to get off of him, or you need to move. Let me start attending to him so I can try to resuscitate or whatever the case may be." He walks off, go to the ambulance, get the gurney out, and then come back. So in my opinion, I think he should be charged too with something.
Failure to render aid.
There you go. I ain't know the word for it, but that's what I was looking for.
Okay. Well, that's the America KKK that we live in. Sorry, it's unfortunate. I know this is a global station, and people worldwide are listening. It's an unfortunate thing that this is the reality that we live in, but that's America. I mean, you got the Saudis who deal with their reality. You got Hong Kong who's dealing with their reality. So all around the world, we have those harsh realities that we're facing and we're dealing with. Um, I just think that we have enough power as people to rise above and put an end to it.
And
But I
it's
don't
getting
think
to that. It's
I
getting to
don't
that.
think it's going to be without bloodshed, and that's just my opinion.
Well, that was my Zeke Speaks. So, before we go to commercial break, I guess we can go ahead and jump into our topic tonight, which is, will sex get you to commit?
Freaking nasty sex. Can that good nasty sex get you to commit? Okay.
Will sex get you to commit? Right. So, Miss Mina Diva, what do you think?
Now listen. Because I've had some, what I'm saying? Listen, we find ourselves in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like we fall into relationships when the sex is good. You know how you just hooking up and you meet somebody and they cute and you cute and y'all get together or whatever. And then y'all end up having sex. And it ends up being great. But this person ain't shit. Right? You knew that getting to know them that they were an ancient person, but you just so happened to fall into a relationship with that person after sleeping with them. Y'all end up sleeping with each other again, and then that person had a little spend a night bag, and they end up not going home for a couple of months and shit. So you don't really intend on getting into a relationship, but you happen to find yourself in a relationship with that person. I didn't say commitment though. I did say relationship.
Relationship.
Now, whether or not it'll make, I'm getting more yeses from the women's side. Yes, we'll be in a relationship, but on a commitment side, more men are saying yes, I'll commit.
But hold on, if the woman's saying yes that they'll be in a relationship, they committing. You've been in a relationship,
they in a sexual relationship. Is that committed? Is that commitment?
You didn't say that.
No,
you didn't say that.
You find yourself in a sexual. Okay, let me rephrase what I said. We find ourselves in a sexual relationship.
Hold that thought. We have to go to break, and we're going to get right back on this sexual relationship.
When we come back, I'll address.
And I am Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my co-host,
Miss Mina that Diva. And we'll be back. I'll address.
All right. We back. And this is Zeke Freaky Tales. I'm the co-host. Zeke, the 5 foot freak, with my other co-host, Miss
Mina, that Zeke vibe.
And tonight we are talking about what sex gets you to commit. And we had left off with, I was asking Miss Mina the Diva about being in a relationship because of the sex. But I'm not understanding that.
Okay, so you are it.
I'm saying that if you're in a relationship, it's committed. That's what I'm saying.
No, every relationship. See, that's the difference between commitment and relationship. We can have a sexual relationship, right? We can have a partnership relationship, a business relationship. There's all kinds of relationships out here. Doesn't mean that we're committed.
But if you just having sex with me, we are committed because you having sex with me.
Lies.
So you can be having sex with me and somebody else too?
Haven't you?
Before, yes, I have.
Oh, yes, you have.
But that don't mean I was committed to that person, though.
Correct. You wasn't committed to either of them. When you were a single person, right? You was out here doing what single people do. And just because you ran across another female doesn't mean that the female that you were banging at first, you left her alone, or that you were sleeping with and messing with before you met this other one, you left her alone. No, if you're a single person, you're dating. So you're dating multiple people, and sometimes you have sex with multiple people. Now, the question is, okay, who do you like more? You like the one with the best sex.
With the best sex.
Correct.
Okay. So, but you said earlier that you have
said, yeah, that's relations. That's called relations.
Oh, sex relations, but not a commitment.
No, you're not having no relationship, no commitment. It's just relations.
Now, fellas,
I like that.
I need y'all to either call in, chat in, or something, because Miss Mina, that Diva, just told me on break that it's been a lot of men that you said that they agreed to that.
Yeah, a lot of men. Let's jump into it. So we had one of our guests says, his name is Steve. He said, yes, it can lead to a commitment because I don't want nobody else in that thing if it's good. Now, we're not talking about regular schmegula sex. We talking about over the top,
Okay, see, reason why I can't agree with that, because just because the sex good, that don't mean I'm gonna be committed to you, because we may not be compatible. Like, you may be dirty house, I may be clean. You may not have a job and ain't trying to get a job. You may not be trying to look for something in the future to better yourself. So I couldn't be committed in that. Now, if the sex is good, yeah, sex is good. Motherfucker may keep coming back or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But not to be in a committed relationship.
Now, do you think that sex could lead to the commitment? Because we had one of our guests, EJ, say sex is the relationship. It's the sexual relationship of the thing. And it's what builds the relationship, and it's how you get hooked, and then you're in a commitment.
Hell no.
No?
It ain't gonna be that fucking hook where I want to be in a relationship with you. I can move around.
Who not? So you have never ever fell for the okie doke. You saying that you have?
Oh yeah, I didn't have some shit put on me now.
Okay,
and be like, God damn, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna marry her, or
not. You want to marry her immediately, but at some point,
hell no, it wasn't no goddamn some point.
I'm saying, like, during that process, you started off just dating her. Then that dating led to
never dated.
You never
it was just a sex thing.
Oh, so you just met her and y'all start banging?
Well, probably knew her, or met her, and then I ain't gonna say met and start banging. We probably met, flirted, talked, whatever, and then.
So did y'all communicated? Did y'all ever go out?
No.
So y'all just met, had that little y'all conversed back and forth, and then y'all ended up having sex.
Right.
And it was great.
Hell yeah.
And then y'all continued, or what?
Oh yeah, we continued. Then it probably been somebody else that came along for me or her, and she moved on and did her thing. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, boy, that was some good ass shit, and I lost that.
So do men hold on to women who are great in bed, but they have no intentions of being with them? They just keep them in that little slot because
some men do.
Is great.
Some men do.
Okay. But you don't think there's any way possible for someone to slip up in a relationship or slip up in a commitment. They started out banging and
no, I'm not saying it's not possible, but from the numbers of the guys you had talked to, I think a lot of them lying. Because my thing is, you have to, unless if you about nothing and you find somebody that's nothing, y'all both gonna be nothing, so y'all probably want that. But if you trying to evolve, become successful, whatever the case may be, and just because it's sex good and that person ain't trying to be like that, you can find you some more ass somewhere else.
For a man.
I think a woman will do the same thing. So you telling me if it was some good ass penis, you're gonna be like, shit, I ain't going nowhere, but I probably want to play PlayStation all day. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't got no car. I need to use your car. Can I stay at your house too? And there's some dudes that's doing that now.
So that's what I'm trying to say. That actually happens. Women, not all women, ladies, let me make sure I put this disclaimer out there. I'm not saying every woman, but females kind of are tender pussy. You don't have a whole lot of men out here who can lay pipe. So when they run across a man who's a pipe layer, is certified, USDA.
Certified pipe layer?
Yeah, we get caught up. And you end up being with this person and he's not worth anything, but he like good pipe. And so you're kind of dick drunk for a while. And that happens a whole lot with females. And that's why you see guys say, why in the hell is she dating this dude? And he don't have nothing. Dude driving a car, dropping off at work. He a Jody. Jody so ain't got nothing to offer but some good pipe. It happens regularly.
Man, come on.
Am I lying, people? Can I get a witness?
I'm hearing this. I want a female to come on and to clarify this to see if this is true or not, because I'm not believing it. And if you're a fella and you hearing this, and if you say yeah or nay, I'd like to hear from you too. Okay, now my question on that. What is the criteria of good sex that would make someone commit? Like what?
So that's a good question. That's a good question, because I had someone ask a question, and then it made me pose the question: do all men believe that they have nice penises? Do they all believe that their penis is big? Nobody. I mean, you guys are not measuring up to the next man, so y'all don't have anything to go by.
I think majority of the guys believe so, but
why?
I don't have a big penis, and I don't mind. But I'm just saying I don't mind admitting that, but because I'm true with myself. Now that don't mean that I don't know how to work it, because I don't know.
Then, don't answer that. Not how do you know? Hold on. Let me take that back. Not how do you know, but do all men know whether or not they're packing or lacking?
Yeah, because I think I believe every guy may have had a woman to tell them that they thing is not that big.
No, women don't like to tell men that. We'll talk about your ass.
I think a real woman would.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna kill your manhood by telling you your penis is small.
Nah, because it ain't gonna kill my manhood.
It does though.
Well, not with all men, because if they know what they doing, if they know how to work, they good.
No. I don't agree to that. It's not always about see, and that's the difference between an average.
So what you about to say? It ain't always about the size?
No, I'm saying it is about the size. What I'm saying is that we're speaking in regards to an average man and a small man. A man with a small penis, I wouldn't give a damn if he do a backflip, a somersault in that thing.
But what's considered small?
2 to 3 inches.
So there's guys out there with 2 to 3 inches.
You didn't know. See, for you, 7 inches in your mind may be small. But in reality, that's average.
Damn, it's getting hot now.
You know what I'm saying? That's average. But some fellas who, okay, listen, fellas, if you are coming in under 5 inches, you are little. For the record.
Hey, you gonna have they all getting out the measuring stick now.
Measure that thing, boy. And if you come up short, be quiet and pay the fee. You have to pay a fee when see, and this is why guys with smaller penises have to pay more. You understand that?
What
right?
you mean pay more? Like
they have to pay, they have to compensate for their shortcomings.
So they got to buy gifts and all of that.
They got to do a lot of things
Damn.
that a man with an anaconda doesn't have to do. It's not fair, but it's the reality that we live in.
So
ladies and gentlemen.
So when dudes be bragging to me, I got my girl this and got that, they compensating.
They compensate. When you hear, if a guy is saying he's buying all these gifts,
y'all hear this, fellas? Y'all hear this?
Don't listen. That doesn't mean you should stop, because that's, you stop and the coochie stops. I'm just letting you know, so you know. But if you hear a lot of guys say, "Oh, I bought my girl this, I have to buy my girl that,"
and they always bragging on it, like I got this again. Yeah,
dude is compensating. But here's the reality of things: we pretty much already know when you're small or not, because we dick watch.
What the how the hell? How can you tell me just because you see me in some clothes that he got a big penis or a little penis?
Because we know how that thing sit up. We know if it's all balls, or if it's penis. We know.
But how the hell you can tell it's sitting up if we ain't clothes? Now I know you said if you had a man, they can't wear a gray warm-up pants. That show everything.
The gray sweat shorts
are
a no-go.
You already told me about the gray.
Basketball shorts are iffy. Because if you wear basketball shorts and your shirt don't come down long enough, we got a problem here. We do have a problem. So I'm saying, like, we know. Now we on the show. Okay. So we know, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is men who are well endowed get away with way more than men who fall short. And women take a lot more crap off of men who are swinging and banging, because good jug is hard to find.
So if it's good, that can be part of the criteria if a woman or maybe a man would commit. It don't matter how they look, whether they have a job, whether they
we want those things, but if you start off and it's all physical, it's lust or what have you, and you end up in bed like we typically do, because we're in this fast-paced moving generation where it kind of happens really fast, and we get hit with the Bama cram and it's great. Sometimes we end up in a relationship because of it.
Because of the dick.
And that's shallow, isn't it? It's really shallow, women, that we would just want the man.
I'm not for to be in no damn relationship just because the coochie good.
You're not gonna be so.
No, it may be like what your one of the viewers said, a sex relationship.
Well, Kyle said yes, good sex can make you get into a relationship. He gonna put the coochie on restriction where she can't mess with nobody else, but he not gonna give her a commitment.
That's a sex relationship. I agree with that. Like, I ain't saying handcuffing because he's just being weak right there.
Yeah, I asked that question. I was like, so you put the
he handcuffing now. You playing yourself, Kyle. But my thing is,
Kyle, you playing yourself.
Yeah, you playing yourself, brother. But my thing is, if the sex is good, yeah, that'll be my go-to. But I don't think I ever say like, I want you to be my girl.
But you don't think that can open the door to a relationship? Like, if that's great,
yeah, it can open the door, but it'd have to be more to it. Like, where are you going in life?
Right.
Are you I ain't saying you have to be successful, but are you working? Or I don't know, is you still having baby daddy, however it go,
daddy drama.
Yeah, or like I'm not dealing with that. Right. Or here you working, but you still trying to do the, I don't know, all the club stuff. You see what I'm saying? So no, but the sex, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna hit that again, but I ain't.
So you asked the question, what is great? How do you know it's great or something?
Yeah, like what is the criteria of good sex that would make someone commit?
Okay.
But he making you orgasm 9 times and he's like, damn, I'm gonna marry this nigga.
Right?
Yeah. So, I would like the fellas to tune in too, because especially Kyle. I wish Kyle would call in.
Kyle, if any of you guys would like to call into the show and speak with us live, you can do so on Messenger at.
I post the link on your personal page.
Okay, it's on. The link is in the comments. So if you want to call in live, you can. But
because I definitely like to hear this.
From this female's perspective, and ladies, if I'm wrong, you let me know. from this female perspective, a man with good jug is not just I'm sorry, I don't want to say dick too much on they kind of tell me my mouth is trash, so I'm trying to clean it up.
You'll be a lady like?
I'm gonna be a lady today, talking about the good sex. But if the guy, just because this guy has size doesn't necessarily mean he has
good sex.
Right. I mean, just because you have the size doesn't mean you know how to work it.
Okay, but we talked about that earlier. We said, okay, you said the size does matter.
It does.
Now you're
matter.
Just saying, and you don't have to have size to have good sex.
This is what I'm saying. All men with big penises don't have great sex because some of them are just quick pumpers, straight shooters. They don't know how to stir the Kool-Aid. They don't know how to do any of those things. They just in and out, and they come fast. Mm-hmm. Some of them. That's bad sex, right? Okay.
I can agree with you. So
I would take an average guy over a guy with a large penis if the average guy knew how to work it.
So the size doesn't matter.
I didn't say I'd take a small guy.
But
I said average, because if he was a small guy, I still don't
2 to 3 inches.
I wouldn't give a damn what he do to that thing. I don't want that 2 inches.
Okay.
No, under 5 inches.
Under 5 inches. So 5 inches.
This is a pin, guys. I'm holding up. Y'all see this pin? If you measure up to here, you're little. Take that back to the store. We don't want it. But if you're like right up in here, like we'll take the pin, see how my hand grabs over the pin and you still got a little head hanging
she
out.
She is demonstrating.
We'll take that. We will take that and work with it.
Well, we have 1 hour listener saying, Miss Mina, make up your mind. Because he with me. Because at first you said the size don't matter. Then you say the size does matter.
The size doesn't matter if it's 5 or better.
Okay.
Can I say that?
5 or better.
Size doesn't matter if they're 5 inches or better. Ladies, do you agree? Call in. Oh, we have a viewer. How do I call in? Call in by clicking on the link.
I would put it on your link again.
Messenger. Go to the upper room in Messenger and click call, and it'll call us.
All right. I have another question for you.
Okay.
Would one risk their relationship by continue to have sex with the person who have good sex?
If you're in a relationship with somebody and they're piss poor,
and he got some good ass,
that's great, and hence the side piece. And we've spoke about this before, people. I've told you side pieces are essential workers. They can help you in your relationship, right? Because if you trash, but he love you, he gonna stay home because he got a good side piece.
But do you think? And you probably know of someone that probably has.
And he's not leaving her alone. No.
So
even if it's a woman, she's not leaving that side piece dude along as long as he's.
But there. She's not. So that means she's not going to ruin her relationship. She's going to keep the relationship, but she's still going to go with that good 5 inches or above.
Because women have been known to be a little tender pussy, and they'll leave a dude if the other dude banging them right.
Well, I'm pretty sure some dudes have done that too.
True. So the answer to the question is what? Yes. Yes, we will leave our main if the side piece is better.
Hey, I'll let the viewers answer that.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, hey.
If they want to tune in, if they ain't scared to come on the show, bring your ass.
Listen, no judgment, people. This is a non-biased, non-judgment show. We welcome the comments and the opinions. Will you leave your main man or your main chick for your side piece?
I think a lot of them a lie.
Piece is better.
They'll lie. A lot of them a lie.
Now here's what's real. Cut it. We're going to break. When we come back,
we'll go finish off with that question. Will one risk their relationship by continuing to have sex with the person who have good sex? We want y'all to come in. We've been posting the link. Click on the link. It'll bring you on to YouTube. And we'll be going to break, and we'll see y'all back shortly.
We'll be right back.
Oh, y'all, that's all right. We back. This is your boy Zeke, the 5 foot freak, with my co-host,
Miss Mina, that diva.
and we're discussing will sex get you to commit. Now, when we left, we was talking about will one risk their relationship by continue to have sex with the person who have good sex. Now, Miss Mina, that diva, she's going yes, she's going no. The size matter, the size don't matter, and I don't know what to say on that.
See,
but
y'all mixing my words up.
No, we not.
Listen, I said, let me be clear. If they are packing anything under 5 inches, so if they're 4 inches or shorter, yes, it matters. Why? Because it's still not enough. I wouldn't care if you can do somersaults in that thing. It's not enough. Okay. Period. We push whole babies out that thing.
But we got viewers saying that you don't know what you want.
I do know what I want. I want 5 inches or better. And that's good to me.
Hey, we still want y'all to call in. Miss Mina, that diva, then posted the link where you can come in on Facebook. Once you come in, you can messenger us on Facebook, and our studio director send you the link where you can come in on the page. It's also posted on our Instagram as well. Okay, let's just say, no, I got another question.
So you asked the question, will they leave their main relationship, their main girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife for a side piece who has better sex?
Right.
I wouldn't. It just depends on the benefits that my main man gives me. If he takes care of home and does all the things, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a cheater. I don't like cheating. If he's not gonna satisfy me and we dealing with each other, at some point I'm gonna end that relationship. I just don't like cheating.
But you had one of your followers to say that they have left.
Well, I'm sure they have. Really? What they say?
No, they just say they have left, a relationship because of the sex.
So,
but I would hope it was like what you said. It was some benefits behind that, though. Maybe got into another financial bracket, or maybe it was a house or a car, or they helped him get a job and he bettered himself.
It wasn't just the coochie that made him leave.
I hope it wasn't.
Well,
but you said it can happen. Same thing like with
y'all like y'all's coochies.
Well, yeah.
Men do like their coochies. So one of our guests said, Shonda said, does sex really define the relationship, especially if they are good to you in other ways? I'm just saying, I don't know from experience. However, I do believe that as long as he's good to me and able to give me some type of pleasure, I could possibly overlook his package.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to say yes or no with that.
Okay.
Because she says she may have to, long as he's good to her and pleases her, but what if it's not to the extent that she's used to being pleased? Right. Will she start cheating and venturing out to get that? But won't leave her relationship. It's just the sex. I'm getting satisfied over here, but I really love my husband or wife.
Yeah. I see a lot of, and more so with women too. Like these days, women cheat. I see a lot of women cheating these days. Sorry, guys. The
guys do too. The guys do too. So it ain't just the women.
But they're staying in their relationships, even though the relationship sexually is trash.
Well, and my thing with that is, from a
male's perspective, can you?
Well, no, because I haven't. I've been in that situation. But this is my thing.
No, what?
I won't stay in a relationship if
the sex trash,
or if it ain't no sex. Sometimes this probably ain't no sex at all. Because because the thing is,
where y'all do that at?
You can be treating the individual top notch. You can be in love, but if you're a person that already have a sexual appetite, and then you go into a relationship where the sex is not fulfilling your appetite, right. And I'm speaking for the men on this one.
Okay,
I don't think they're gonna stay. And
then one guy has a rebuttal to that. He said, "No, I wouldn't leave because you can turn bad sex into good sex." How do you do that?
I don't know, because my thing is, if
a woman just has a trash box,
no, she may not enjoy sex, so I don't think you can turn that into good sex. Yeah, you may get it every now and then. She may not be into it as much as you are. You may want to do this, and she may not want to do that. You ain't gonna stay in that relationship, or if you do stay in the relationship, you're gonna venture out and you're gonna cheat.
You're gonna cheat. Because you have women who approach the situation and say, I don't like having sex, or I don't really like it as much, or
You may have it, but I like to see how many of those women that really approached a guy and said that, and they got into a relationship. I bet the percentage is low.
It's very low.
I bet that percentage is low.
I bet.
So if any one of them out there want to lie and say, yes, I have, we would love for them to come on the show and explain that. Unless they man had they thing cut off or
they have some
So
what's that word?
Impotency, whatever.
Right.
Is that a word?
Problems.
Yeah, problems.
Where they can't get it up.
The Viagra ain't even helping.
Right. Then I can see two people who she's not really because women sometimes after they have hysterectomies or things like that, they lose their libido and they're not as aroused as they used to be. And so you can have some women who are not as sexually active as their partner. No. But if you're that way, I think that you should do something about it, especially if you're trying to stay in that relationship.
Now, let me go back to that. Now, I think it can happen. Let's just say you and I are married and God forbid something happens to me. Well, maybe I'm paralyzed or something like that. We may not be having sex, but I think a conversation will be held like, babe, go get you some, because I can't please you or whatever the case may be.
So you would be in a relationship and stay in a relationship if you're unable to function as a man, and you would allow your woman, you would set your ego aside. And
if I'm married?
Yeah, and allow your woman
I would have to
go have sex?
I would have to.
You wouldn't cause arguments in the house because
I may be hurt to an extent, but I would have to.
But the fact that she's still there, dedicated and loyal to you.
Now, if it's just like your ass in this wheelchair in this bed, I'm gone. I ain't gonna see you for a month. Yeah, go ahead and divorce me. But if you're still taking care of me, because we put women through a lot.
Yeah.
But now, if it's I don't need you to agree to that.
Oh, okay.
But now, if the shoe is on the other foot, and now I'm that person that's down and out, I would hope that you still would stand by me and take care of me. But right. I'd be an idiot to think that if me and you was fucking like a jackrabbit every other day when I was okay,
active, yeah.
And now you just gonna shut it down,
right?
Because the toys ain't gonna always get it,
right?
Hell, I may want to watch, and can't do nothing.
Now, I don't know. You have some real egotistical men who can't stand by, but you got some freaky. I watch porn, people, and you got some men who let I've seen the dudes let the other dude bang their girl while they watch, and I've seen that happen. So I mean, it's possible.
I thought we was gonna get our caller. Well, I would call that. She backed out. She got scared.
Caller, are you gonna call in? We need you to call in.
Okay, I have another one. Do you have any questions you want? I got another one for you. Okay,
but go ahead.
Can he or she be ugly with good sex and you still commit?
That's a man thing. Now, see, for women, I'm telling you.
See, you was getting ready to say that's a man thing.
I was about to say that, for men, cooch don't have a face, right? We say that a lot because we be like, how in the hell did he? And, like sometimes y'all slip up and y'all have babies for the Ugg bug, right? Mm-hmm. But for women, I'm going to put one of my friends out here. She was dealing with a guy and, we discuss things, girls, we talk about stuff. And he wasn't the cutest, but he had that Bama crown. Mm-hmm. And she was sprung and was with him for a minute. And when now he was a good person. His personality was great, but you had to get to that. But at first glance, he wasn't a looker. He was a look off. Like you look at him and you look away, But if you got to know him, then you're more attracted to his personality. And so that's kind of what won her over. And then when they had sex, she was hooked.
So she was committed to him.
Yeah, they were in it.
Now I'm speaking for the fellas.
But he wasn't cute.
I'm speaking for the fellas again, and they probably want to chime in and curse me out. I'm gonna say no.
You're gonna say no what?
Because they can be ugly and they'll commit. Now,
they can be ugly and they'll hit it.
Hold on, that's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
Because I still think beauty attracts. Now, I ain't saying that
it is.
And hey, women, all of y'all are beautiful. I ain't calling none of y'all ugly, but some of y'all may not fit like some of us guys' platforms. But anyway, It can be a woman that nobody's looking at. So I don't think they'll be thinking I hit. Now, what happens is it can be one of your homeboys that take one for the team and come back and be like, hey, man.
She A1.
Black Wall is,
She
can get it. So now the curiosity is for all the fellas to be like, damn, I want to hit. And we may come back and say, man, you wasn't fucking lying. Now, if it's a weak one in the group that say, hey, man, that's my gal now, man. But I've never been in that situation to know that. Now, I have been in situations where one of the homeboys may say, hey, dog, she can go.
She can go. So, but you have had some homeboy. Okay. So you don't think those homeboys fall victim of commitment or relationship if she goes enough?
Well, I don't have any homeboy that went there, but we have one of our listeners to say, what if she ugly with a great body? Because it have been times like you may be in a club or somewhere walking in the mall on the beach and be like, God damn. But when they turn around, you be like, fuck.
She a butterhead.
But I still hit though.
Everything look good, but I
may still hit, but I'm not gonna commit.
That wasn't it. So if she a butterhead, you will hit that, but you won't commit to it.
No, if I see her and she a butterhead, I may not. But if I hear like, hey man, she can get down, then the curiosity may be,
just off of
and it can be the bomb, but that don't mean I'm gonna commit.
Right.
I ain't gonna be like, hey, you want to be in a relationship or
none of that. You're just gonna be like, can I come over late night?
Yeah.
And you're not taking her out in public or nothing because she a butterhead.
Well, we may go out in public, but be a friend.
She be a friend.
Yeah, it can be somebody I work with.
Because you gotta show butterhead love too.
Yeah. Why you gonna say butterhead?
Because everything good but I had. I like that one. I like that one. You know how that
everything
goes.
Good but a head.
Yeah, everything.
But the head could be good.
That's what I'm saying.
It could be some good head.
So she a good head, but she a good head, butthead. She got good head, but she a butthead.
Yeah.
Okay, look, we childish as hell, y'all. Y'all know that. So don't judge us, okay? So listen. Yeah, if she ugly, if the dude ugly, we've been known to fall victim. Women are not as judgmental on the ugly side, especially if they ugly got a little money.
But would your girls tell you like, Miss Mina, you my sister?
Ugly.
That nigga ugly motherfucker.
Now see, my homegirl that was dating a butterhead dude, right? I didn't have the heart to tell her he was ugly. I just was like, oh, he's so nice. You know, we'll say things like that. We won't
nicely ugly.
Yeah, but we won't say he ugly. We'll be like, oh, girl. You know, but we won't say.
But all y'all know that y'all saying this nigga ugly.
Yeah.
Wow.
When she introduced him or when they introduce him, we'll be like, oh, girl, look at him. Like when you see an ugly baby. You don't tell the people that they baby ugly. You just be like, bless his little heart or something.
Now that's wrong.
But it's true. We don't tell people that they kids ugly. We just be like, oh, look at him. And if you ever gotta look at him when they looking at your baby, you know your baby ugly, okay?
Mm.
Or look at her. And they don't say nothing like they cute or something like, oh, bless his little heart. Your baby ugly, boo. I'm sorry, but that's the truth about it.
Well,
that's the truth of the matter.
What you got? Because I have like three more.
Okay, hold on. Come on, hit me with your question.
Okay. What type of commitment are someone willing to have with a person who only have good sex?
It's not a commitment then. I don't think it's a commitment. I think it's just a sexual relationship.
So that can't be a commitment for the sex?
How do you commit to sex?
Like, hey.
No, now you know what? That's real. Because I've said it before too.
Your ass is crazy.
So I got friends that I date, you know what I'm saying? And one particular that, you know, it's the bomb, right?
Mm.
But we're not in a relationship.
But you committed to the sex.
But I'm committed to just sexing this person because it's the bomb. That happens a lot, especially in single life.
So that can happen. Like, hey, as long as it's just me and you, we good. But I don't want no relationship.
Well, not that I don't want a relationship, but you know, I want to keep my sexual, my how you want to call them? Let me think. I want to keep my relations only with this person. I don't want to sleep around. You know what I mean? Because you got single people out here who don't like to sleep around. I'm one of them. I don't like sleeping with multiple people or like all these different random people. So if I run across some good jug, which I told you before, good dick hard to find, right? Was he trying to hold on to that thing? And so,
but you said guys do the same thing though.
Yeah, one guy, Kyle, said
he
gonna put it on. He gonna handcuff her, but he don't want no commitment.
Okay, so we just had one of our listeners to say. So, do you get mad when he hit somebody else?
I be a little jealous, no lie. I do get a little jealous when I hear about him with old girl and whoever else. Like but I tell him I'm jealous. you was with old girl and I couldn't get my fix or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get a little jealous, but you can't act out like that's your man. There's a big difference. Like we have to know that there's boundaries in dating and in sexual relationships. You just can't pop off because dude hitting somebody else because the dingling good. And men, you can't pop off because the skin's good and old girl out here doing what she do.
Because some of them do it. They'll pop off.
Right? So, I've been in that situation, no lie. But Kendra, one of our other viewers said, due to the chemistry, you want to explore more. So good sex can open up the opportunity to a relationship or commitment because you want to start exploring the possibilities when you figure out, oh, this dude got some good pipe or this chick got some good skins.
And so you'll start exploring the possibilities of I be in a committed relationship with this person.
Yeah, because I've thought about it a couple of times about dude that I'm.
But it goes back to what if he's not bringing them to the table but a dick?
Yeah, and a lot of women have taken that. That's why you got old boy dropping off at work and taking a call, and old boy that play video games all day. When she come home, he's still on the PS4. You got that shit happening right now because that dick good.
Right, but I don't get it. To me, I would think that person.
He got to bring more to the table.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
For me, yeah. A lot of women are not requiring that they bring more to the table. There's some women out here who just want a man in their bed.
That's what no, not just a man in the bed. Do you think some of the women, as well as guys, do that so they can say that they have somebody?
Now.
So they can be, because you may be around your girls with your man, and there's 5 of y'all, and 4 of them got a man and 1 don't. So now she can say, I got me a man. This is my boo.
Oh, see, some weak females are like that, but I've never been a follower. I don't have to have a man so I can fit in with the crew. You know what I'm saying? I can be the single one in the crew. I'm cool with that. I'm not just gonna accept anything. But if he got some good, I like him to bring his little spin a night bag sometimes. Spin a night. You got that good?
That's the whole bag.
That's the whole bag?
Yeah.
Don't do us like
that. I don't know what would you call the man's bag if you bought this.
It's a spin a night bag.
Nah, that ain't no damn spin a night bag.
It's a spin a night. He got his little toothbrush. He got another pair of boxes. He got that little deodorant.
Whole bag. So, but hold on. Now back to the guy that got some good, what you call a jug.
Good jug.
Would you consider him as your house husband? Even though you're not married, you're going to stay in the house. We're going to play husband and wife when I come home, whatever, and we go out.
You talking about, and this is the one who just stay home all day?
Play the PlayStation, drive your car, drop you off.
Baby. I don't like no house husband. I like a spend a night husband, though. You could come with your spend a night bag and spend a night, but you can't lay up in my shit all day and I'm working hard and I come home and you laying there.
But he got that good jug.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call Tyrone. Damn that. And we gonna work it out because that's just not So Harold asked, but would you ever marry a pipe dream? What you trying to say, Harold? Like if they lay good pipe, will they marry the good pipe? Women have been known to marry good pipe.
But again, now I ain't saying all women,
saying I would, but I'm just saying.
So they married a good pipe, and again, may not bring nothing to the table. But some of them may bring something to the table. But I'm stuck on.
Now let me say this:
how you could be so caught up on some good jug that you'll be like, oh, it's okay. I ain't worrying about if he work, or I got me somebody I can show off to my girls or my friends now, whatever the case may be.
I will say this: if a man has good sex and he's bringing the bare minimum to the table, like he's not just a sorry dude where he don't work and he just lay up all day and do nothing, right? He bring the bare minimum to the table though, like so he may be able to give her $500 a month.
I agree with that because he's trying, and then hopefully you can help him evolve to become that man that you want him to be, maybe be successful.
But he don't have those aspirations. He's just that. He's just only gonna bring 500 to the table, period.
And you can settle for that? Where women can just settle for that?
There's a lot of women who are okay with doing it on their own and him bringing that 500 to the table as long as he got that good jug. It happens regularly. It does. You even have women that's staying in relationships where they're being cheated on repeatedly and he's not bringing anything to the table just because he has good jug. Now that's shallow, lady.
That's low fucking self-esteem right there.
Is that low self-esteem?
Yeah, because you feel like you can't find nobody else or it may happen again, so I might as well stay with this one. Hell no.
I will say this. In my dating time, because I date, I have tolerated some things that I wouldn't tolerate from a man with a small penis.
So again, the size
is under 4.
Okay, I was about to go right to that.
Or smaller, it's small.
Okay, because I was about to hit you back with that one.
The guy who rearranging your kidneys, he get away with a little bit more because he home and he know what to do with it.
So if the guy is able to rearrange the kidneys, that means he got good jug, as you call it, good jug.
If he knows what to do with it.
Oh, but you just said rearranging your kidneys.
Right. I said the guy with the large penis who's rearranging your kidneys and knows what to do with it. If he rearranging your kidneys, that means he knows what he's doing.
But then
he earlier, like swim well.
But earlier in the show, you say some guys can have a big penis and they just jabbing. So
yeah, those are
he can still be rearranging your kidneys and your backbone and your spinal cord, all that.
Nah, he's just a straight shooter. He going straight to the cervix and that's all. And we don't like them. If you don't know how to stir the Kool-Aid, when you had the big pitcher, you put the sugar in it, the water, you stir. You have to you have to be able to stir the Kool-Aid. I'm sorry, you can't be just pounding it, going straight in and out. You're a loser.
Hey, well, we got to go to break, and we'll be right back, and we'll continue with will sex get you to commit?
Sex ain't getting me to commit. got to talk about.
We are discussing will sex get you to commit. I am Zeke, the 5 foot freak, with my co-host
Miss Mina, that diva.
Now we was just talking during break, and Miss Mina, she got some more stuff to come up with. So
oh my god, people, oh my god. So we have one of our viewers, and this guy said, "Some say good dick costs," and I said, "Who's paying for that?" And he said, "I got a million homegirls that tell me they are glad to pay for good dick." Change the game with giving the coochie up for $40. You know, I'm disappointed. Your standards should be higher. The expectation should be higher. And nobody, I mean, absolutely nobody should get the coochie for $40 unless you're standing on a hooker corner and selling that thing like hotcakes. Then, you know, that might be your standard. But if you're a regular schmegular chick and you go to work and you do your thing, do not sell the coochie for $40. You are bringing the coochie economy down.
I have a question for that.
Okay.
So
and don't pay for dick.
That's my question is, if the female paying for the dick,
wow,
who's the hoe? Is it the guy or is it the woman?
Yeah, the hoe is the guy, right?
Because he's getting paid for the dick.
Yeah,
I mean, because he's getting paid.
Yeah.
So if you paying me for the dick, you the trick, and I'm the hoe.
Yeah.
Wow. Y'all hear that, fella?
But listen, ladies, listen. When did you, yeah, not you, Jamal, but they pay for it. Right. I'm saying, when did women start pay? But you know what? It's a real thing. Because if you think about it, if you taking care of a dude just for the sake of having that dude laying in your bed at night, you're a weak woman with low self-esteem, boo. You paying for the dick, basically. Because he's not contributing to your household.
But I said that earlier, and you said it don't matter as long as he giving the dick and not see. Yeah, you said that earlier.
No, I didn't say that I would go for that. I said you have women who are galling these men
because they got good dick. All right, we had one of our viewers to say, you paying for it when that ninja they're living for free and playing the game all day.
Right. That's what I'm saying, homegirl.
So girls are still paying for it. So are they still paying for it when they buying them Jordans?
I ain't buying no Negro no Jordans if he ain't doing shit with.
But I'm pretty sure. Like that. Well, I don't have any Jordans. But okay, so are they paying for it when they buying him? I don't know. Hell, I don't know. Giving him gas to drive their own car.
True. If this dude don't have anything to bring to the table except for good jug, you are tender pussy and you are paying for the D. Period. And if you tender pussy, you need to check yourself because you letting your coochie lead you, boo-boo.
We had to call and say, Miss Mina, that pipe costs. Get on board.
Wow, that good pipe costs. That's probably why I don't have him, because I'm not willing to pay for it. No, but I'm good, so I shouldn't have to pay for it. They pay, you know. But what's the male thing?
So, okay, now let me ask you this. Let's say she got the good snatch and I take her out to eat. I'm paying for it?
Now, and see, men don't like when women just say, hey, instead of you taking me out, chunk me a couple $100. When men get bent out of shape when a woman asks for the actual
well, when we go out to eat, it may not cost no damn $100.
Yeah, where we going, it's gonna cost you that or better. So if you're gonna take me to eat these things that I like, right? And you're gonna spend about $150 on a date, and I tell you, instead of taking me on the date, give me the cash and let's hang out and Netflix and chill. Why do y'all get bent out of shape? Because y'all are gonna spend that bill $50 anyway.
But it may not be in one lump.
It's gonna be in one lump.
It may be spread out.
If we go out on a whole date that night, you're gonna spend about $200, right?
Nah, because we may go to Chili's.
No, we ain't going to Chili's.
So you ain't never been to Chili's?
Yeah, I take myself to Chili's. We pick that up to go. What I'm saying, that's if we are going on a date, I need crab cakes. I need oysters, Rockefeller. I need shit like that. Nah.
See, you going too goddamn far. My budget may not be able to go to Rockefeller.
Well, listen, we'll save up. That's
Oh
what you
no,
do.
shit
Yeah,
no.
you're gonna save for this date.
No.
Because you're not, yeah, that's what we're doing. You're gonna save up and then we're gonna go so that you can buy me Rockefeller and shrimp and whatever else I like. And then after we leave there, we're gonna go to the movies and you're gonna fondle and we're gonna fondle each other in the movies.
See right there, everything that you
up.
saying right now, you pimping that man now.
How
Because you just saying, well, you gonna take me to the movies, and now we're not doing all that.
You don't date?
Yeah, we date, but you ain't finna pimp me. Like this is where we going. We going to Rockefeller. Hell yeah.
I'm saying the oysters is called Rockefeller because they got the stuff on top.
Nah,
what I'm saying is, when you take a woman out on a date, you're going to spend about that much anyway on a date. What's wrong with a woman saying,
I say let's go to the beach or a park and we make some sandwiches and we sit down and talk and get to know one another.
Okay. Is it wrong for a woman to ask men for money for their cooch?
All right, now if a woman was to ask me for money for a cooch, could I call her a hoe? Could I say, as long as you're gonna be my hoe?
What if she doesn't put it that way? What if she says, hey honey, you're sleeping with this woman, right? Mm-hmm. And she says, hey honey, I need help with a bill.
I don't have a problem with that.
Really?
Right. But if you just set up here and reword it like you said before, then I'll be like, yeah, as long as you're gonna be my hoe.
So if you telling her I want to take you out on a date, and she comes out and says, well, I would much rather you give me the money for this bill that I have than you take me out on a date, you'll go for that?
I don't have a problem with that, but it may not be the entire thing because I may not have it. I may say if it's $200, I say I can give you $100.
Okay. But it's okay for a woman to ask for the money instead of taking her out on a date. I don't
see nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Some men would say they're not paying for sex. That's paying for sex.
I think all men pay for sex.
I think you all do too.
Because if you saying what you said before, if I'm taking you to the movies or taking you out to eat, I'm paying for sex.
Basically.
But why is not looked at like that when you married?
What?
I'm paying for sex. No, that's my wife. I ain't paying for shit because it's even. Because she get a lot of stuff for me, I'm gonna get a lot of stuff for her.
Well, true, but I mean, you still court your wife.
But if you're in
your wife.
But if you're in a relationship, you're paying for it.
No, I think that and men need to get out of that mindset because regardless, you're paying for it, correct?
Right.
If you're in a relationship with her or
I think it's how the question is presented when they need the money. That's what I think a lot of men have a problem with.
Can I ask this question?
You sure can.
And this is off topic, but I just want to know, why do women have to ask men for money?
How the hell we know if you need it?
Why do we have to need it?
Oh, so you saying we should just come home and say, babe, here go $400? Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Basically, and it doesn't have to be $400 every time, but I'm just saying, like, why is it that if you are sleeping with a woman consistently, whether you have just a regular relationship or you're married, why does a woman have to part her lips to say, baby, I need, or honey, I need, before you guys will offer? If you're laying down with that woman, I think that men are obligated to financially not support her, but give her stuff.
Okay, you know what my comeback on that is?
Okay.
Me and you in a relationship. I'm the stay-at-home PlayStation 4 with the good jug, not working. I think you are obligated to know that I'm not working when you walk your ass through that door and say, here, baby, here go $40. We'll get you a 40 and get you something to eat and get you some weed or whatever you're doing.
Oh, see, well, I'm again.
So you're stuttering now. You're stuttering now.
For me,
mm-hmm.
I made a public service announcement, people. I'm not a female. I'm a unicorn. Okay. I don't behave like a normal female. Let's just put that out there. But for the record, that wouldn't be my situation because I'm not going to just lay up with no low life dude and just allow him to lay on me.
But we already talked that some women do though.
But
some men do too.
I don't know how to respond to that because that doesn't even, my coochie won't get wet for a nothing nigga. I'm sorry, did I say? For a low life. Mm-hmm. I can't get aroused for a dude that is trash. He's not about anything. He doesn't have anything going for, he doesn't even have a hustle. Those kind of men don't turn me on.
Well, look, I'm gonna ask this last question because I know we got about 6 minutes.
Okay.
Would you be willing? Not you. I ain't talking about Miss Mina the Diva. I'm just throwing this out there. This can be for a man or a woman. Would you be willing to leave your current relationship if he or she found a woman or man with good sex and they have the whole package? Job,
Oh yeah, he out the
car,
door.
condom.
You
God
saying wait, you saying if I'm in a relationship, right? And I run into the guy and he's the total package, you were gone yesterday.
Wow. Hey, well, look, we got to give our closing thoughts. Is there anything you want to close on?
Are we closing already?
Yeah, we just got the prompt.
I didn't even get to the other. Dang, that was a quick show. Okay, guys, listen. I don't know if sex can get you to a commitment, but I know for damn sure it has a lot of us in relationships that we didn't sign up for, and we just fell into those relationships because it was good. You find yourself hitting it 1 or 2 times, and then you want to spend a night, and then you're spending the night, and spending the night turns into 4 or 5 months later, and y'all still doing that thing. So I do believe that we find ourselves accidentally in sexual relationships that we didn't plan for, but I don't know if it'll get me to commitment, especially if you don't have all of the things that goes along with being in a great relationship. I'm gonna say for me personally, dingling is not enough for me. I don't care how great it is, how many orgasms I have. You can't just get me to commit just because you got great D. Now I will consider dealing with you beyond sex if it's great. I'll start looking at you like, what does he have to offer? But if it's nothing and it's just sex, nah, dude, hit the road.
Well, my closing thoughts is, and I'm gonna be biased. I just cannot see, just because the sex is good, that someone will leave. And I'm talking about for the males, will leave their relationship to go with somebody else. I think it have to be other things that relates to that, and it have to be things that's compatible. Are you trying to help me grow? Or are we both trying to achieve the same thing, and we have goals that we're trying to achieve? If it's just a fuck and you ain't worth the shit and you ain't doing anything, I don't think it's gonna work. As far as the women, I do believe that a lot of women do fall for just good dick, because I see it all the time. Guys not working, not doing anything, probably staying with them, using their cars, just like Miss Mina the Diva said. And you see that all the time. And I think it's the women's friends that's not saying anything to them. Going around the bush, beating around the block and all that. Now you need to tell them that, hey, you fucking up and you need to move on and try to find you something better. But this is our...
We're a hater.
Well, they probably would say y'all a hater. Want to give a big shout out to Maduro's Cigar Lounge in League City, Texas, Jacque's Chicken and Waffle in Dickerson, Texas, NBA Kennels. If you're looking for some pets.
Also, Boss Bullies, they're the same people.
Okay, NBA Kennels, Boss Bullies, Coodaroos, Crawfish. She's in LaPorte, Texas. Dominique Smells That Sells. Scentsy Products is on Facebook. You can go to her page and get some of her products as well. But I am Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my co-host
Miss Mina that Diva.
And that's our show.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight.